Hello everybody, my name is Troublmaker and this is Adventure Park and I'm doing El Dorado. This is a uh, Texan theme park named after a Amazonian treasure. Oh god. So right off the bat my goal is to get a pretty big friggin' G-Horse thingy bobber, and this is our little test subject here, the wooden roller cart. So we're gonna do a pretty good job of this just because these things will carry on for the rest of the game. So lots of loops. I mean, basically, the more I can loop around, the better it'll be. And I gotta keep it going down. That's a big key to this. And then we'll go up. Oh, a little bit, not too much, I guess. Don't want to go too high, do we? Something in the way there. And do a little zigzag here. And the goal is to get this up to 1.5 G. Now, to put this in perspective, the last mission had me doing like 0.5 G, so this is going to be a pretty big frigging roller coaster for this to work. And we do loop-de-loop. That's a good loop-de-loop. And we'll finish there and up again. All the way up, all the way up. Excellent. And we'll just slide it down again. Slowly doing the oh so common a loop-de-loop. Now of course you gotta make your theme park fun. And fun, I guess, is terrifying. I've never really understood that distinction myself. I don't find terrifying to be fun because for a number of years I did a job that was insanely dangerous, and every theme park that I've ever been to is absolutely a bore to me because of that crystal distinction. These big rocks in the middle here are going to be a problem. Now they are decorations, so this is gonna suck to get rid of these, but they gotta go. They just gotta go. I have infinite funds, you see up here, so I don't really have to worry too much about spending. But I will have to be profitable eventually, so that's something. Do one loop this time. Dig over here and connect to this thingamajigger. Now here's the cool part. This leads in here and it exits here. That's right. Now hopefully this is enough. If it's not, I just have to make this longer. Just get those G's in. Get your G's in. I get your G's in. Perfect. Now we'll open up our park and we'll open up our ride. And now we see our G-Force. And my alarm for 10:14 in the AM has officially gone off. I'm not going to place any attractions or anything like that, just because I want to focus on first, this runaway mine train, and second, I want to work on some other rides. And if you start placing shit in places, really, it gets ridiculous fast. So we're gonna open up by adding an extra train. Or a few. Just to see how that works out. So far, our current Gs are known. No unknown Gs. Look at all these people coming to this one ride. Okay, so currently 0.4, 0.5. Oh my god, we just hit a 1. 1.2. I think for some reason that the number of carts seems to affect the G's. I'm not entirely, I can't confirm that, of course. Maybe it's the entire trip, how many G's the entire trip is. So currently it's at 1.2, and we're just creeping up here. Creeping up slowly. Oh, so boring. Oh, it is minecart. Back down to 0.1 apparently. And we're gonna slide on down. Oh my god, it's scary. It's so scary. It's not that scary apparently. That was a 1.6, so that does it. That hits the goal. Like I said, do a good job on this first cart thing, because you're going to need to have a high adrenaline ride. People are going to be judging you on that later on, and it makes it much harder to win the game if you don't have a ride with a decent amount of adrenaline building. Adrenaline, of course, is like this stat here. Yeah, we gotta get 40 out of this, so we're gonna need to have some people here with adrenaline pumping. 17 so far. We need to get 40. Maybe he had some various things that would help, they say. Maybe some attractions. Now, of course, this number of carts is not going to survive now, just to get out of this part of the game. Just because this part of the game actually is kind of, yeah, not really all that related to this part. So you have to get a profit of 500 before it was 50. Visitor level is at 95%. That was relatively easy. And a park rating of 95%, which is really weird. It took me a while to figure out what that is. You click on this thingy here, you can see its park rating here. It's based on guest books, so when people leave, they give you a rating. Alright, so we gotta work on 2 more rides before I place anything else. So we're gonna have the Western ride. These are always funsy, I like to think. Rotate them effectively, that is. There we go, that's the way I want it to be. This is a kiddie ride, by the way. Like, it's the other 2 rides are both kiddie rides. So we're gonna. Oh my god! Look how high that is. That's maximum height, by the way. In case you were wondering. And it's a horsey ride. That's neato. Who doesn't want to ride a horsey? And the other one is our Buffalo Bill riding. And like I said, I don't want to place anything other than tracks first, just because placing these tracks around things gets ridiculous fast. So we're going to have the Buffalo Bill riding. I want to keep them relatively close together, just so that I can do maintenance much easier. Rides this bad boy. Look how much higher this goes. This is not a kiddie ride. Could be a kiddie ride still. I think it's like riding bison or something stupid. I mean really stupid. There we go. Now, get all the rides down. Good. Now we have to put down attractions. Because people want attractions. People, when they come here, they want to see these big friggin' rocks. That's the first thing they want to see. And then they want to see like some thing here. You can place like these things all over the place. Just be sporadic with your use of them, because they don't cost any maintenance at all around the length of the track. They don't cost maintenance at all. There's no maintenance cost, these guys, and it's a one-time investment, so it'll look really bad on your first month when you get a lot of these things, but in the long term it just won't matter too much at all. You just can't use any Halloween themed stuff. Or not Halloween, I guess this pirate themed stuff is what they're going for there. And just putting decorations everywhere, because everybody wants decorations everywhere. All along every single track have decorations. And you have an infinite amount of money, so don't worry about money. Don't worry about money! This will come into your monthly total at the end, your plus or minus, which is kind of stupid to me. But oh well, that's their game, they designed it, this is how they wanted it. Oh well. Now one crappy thing about this is that as far as rides go, you have to pretty much ignore all the other rides. All these rides that are not. I wonder if the horse riding machine works. I haven't tried that one. That one seems like it should work. Yeah, that one actually works. Okay. But there's a lot of them that don't work. Like, they just don't really like certain of these rides. A lot of the pirate themes go like, well, this is a Wild West theme place called El Dorado, which of course is in the Amazon, so it makes sense. Anyway, we have concessions. Introducing some new ones. We have the restrooms, which is a 2-star. It's got male and female. We have our drink stand, which is better than our machines, our snack booth, and our ice cream stand. So, right next to the rides is where I'm going to place most of this stuff. Try to. Key and Chi restrooms. Drink stations. Fabulous hot dog stands. Is that ice cream? Now, as far as figuring out how many carts you need, look at how many people are on each ride. And if you're missing, if you have half of a cart or cart's missing, like this one's empty. So clearly we can get rid of a couple, or so there's only one cart with people, so we can probably get rid of, oops, resume business, sorry. Probably get rid of like 3 of them at least, and just keep 2. And right now we have a full horse scene. Like, this horse business is insanely good, so I'll turn on a lot of them for now. And if they fill up again, I'm just gonna do it, because this is a big money maker. This is our kiddie ride, our horse business, and people pay pretty good prices to get on it. On top of that. So this is the objectives here, and they're pretty rough overall. Park rating is the worst one, obviously, because it relies on people actually leaving your park, and they don't always give entirely useful recommendations for your park. And so my best advice is make sure you have attractions everywhere. Every single inch of the park should have attractions. You should have pretty good saturation on trash cans, have some machines available in random places to facilitate people who will need to do stuff that will not be available up front. And when you click on it, it's a cool thing you do, go in the shopping cart. And look, we can actually add options here. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I think that's pretty awesome. Now, none of these actually make you money, which is kind of weird. What does this guy want? More decorations would be great. You're an asshole, you know that? But he's right. We do need more decorations. But yeah, you can turn on all these options, and it does cost you a little more in maintenance, but it does increase your park rating, which will be probably the hardest part of this mission, is park rating. Easily. So we're just gonna mix things up here, make it interesting. Maybe a big friggin' rock here. Oh look, it's a big friggin' rock. How exciting. Cool. And we're gonna speed this up. Now it's gonna come about to the, like, it's really easy to maintain visitor excitement because you have infinite funds. So you can literally just spend money on attractions and, oh, you know what I haven't done yet? I haven't hired anyone to do stuff. I don't need a gardener yet. I don't have any gardens. But we'll have you. And I think we need a level 2 handyman? And he'll be handy. Oh, that will he. And just slowly lifting up those prices. And look, we have all the horses being used, so we'll just add a few more horses. That's an exciting ride. This one, the lineups here are really weird. Looks like there's a little bit of lineup, so add probably 2 more of these guys. Get them going. The roller coaster is obviously your big money maker, but not a lot of people actually ride it. It's kind of scary. Some people really like the adrenaline. We need plants, so let's get our gardener finally. People like plants. And there's a lot of plant types. like a cactus. And we have this big giant thing. But two of these giant things. I'm trying to place them around the gardener so that the gardener can hit these. So otherwise they won't be able to get to them, which of course is a problem for planting later on. I think the cactus... Is this a cactus? No. Cactus? Yeah, there we go. I think cactus can be planted freely anywhere on the map. Of course it's awesome. And it counts as being a tree, so that's good. Need more decorations, apparently. Around here, maybe? Is that where they were complaining? Never have too many. Oh, you know, it was this track they're complaining about. So we'll just add some decorations here. I'm not very picky if my decorations keep in mind. I'm just picking random colors and random things. Doing random stuff. So far, 0% park rating, nobody has left yet, so hopefully that's pretty good. If your prices are too high, that's going to affect your park rating. If you don't have enough facilities, that's going to affect your park rating. There's one really weird stat, I don't like it. It has to do with people's thrill they get from this roller coaster. And a lot of times if they choose not to ride it, they'll go like, man, I was really hoping for some adrenaline. But of course they had the option. The option was there. They just chose not to do it. So far we're at 2,647, so it's almost entirely going to be about getting people in here. And that will basically settle the problem of money. And of course none of the concessions make money, because why would they? That would just make sense to me. Yeah, a lot of these higher end stuff, they have very few options to turn on. I would turn on every single one of them, though they cost more in maintenance, they cost more money, but they're well worth it. I don't understand these businesses, by the way. Who runs a concession stand and gives away stuff for free? That makes 0 sense. Currently park rating's 15%. So looking here, there's lots of decent restrooms around. The park was nicely decorated. No real complaints here, nothing really useful. So, I mean, it's growing, which is good. It means people are leaving, unfortunately, but it's growing. It's 35% now. That's excellent. Just kind of gotta wait for a complaint, though. So you have a great selection of rides, which is great. Hey, nobody wants to go on this penny-operated one. Are there actually people in line up for this one? Dear Lord. They are all in line for this thing? That is crazy. They're never in line for that thing. Look at that, we filled up an entire one, so I can probably add... Actually, I'll let that one go first. And we'll see what the lineup looks like. Actually, there isn't a lineup. So maybe 2 carts is the right number to go with. Maybe. Look at how many kids are happy riding around on their bisons. Oh, you're just making their days. And the horsey ride is also doing quite well. So that, I guess, is going to be my real money makers. The horsey ride and the oxen ride. How exciting. It's really cheap to get in here, but we'll change that. We'll make it absolutely terrifyingly expensive to get in here. Value 1,504. This one 728. So the upkeep on this thing so far seems to be a little bit higher. Money's been reached. We're now at 75% park rating. Excellent. Now, do you have any complaints here? Bigger adrenaline rush from Girl Like Pink. Has tons of decorations, which is good. We should make sure that there's... Aha! There is a part where there's not enough decorations. Somewhere around here. I think there's also a part around here there's not decorations, so we'll put that there. Because that was necessary. Decorations will boost this number, don't worry folks. And that should be most of it. This kid's got an adrenaline boost, and now he's on the ox. He's like, I'm on top of the world! Look at me! Look at me on this bison! Yeah, this is fun. I could go for another adrenaline boost. Your name is Kim Basinger. You're gonna grow up to be a sexy little girl. Okay, we're at 90% park rating, 5% more. That could be a flip. It's so completely weird and random. It depends on who leaves. Like, if I have someone who leaves, it's like, I really enjoy eating, then I get it, which just happened to happen. So that's scenario 2. It's pretty easy, but it's also pretty weird. Very weird. My name is Troublmaker. Thank you guys for watching.